Hello and welcome back. We are here with Mr. Matt from Nature Coast Orchid Society. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Matt Reese. I'm the president of the Nature Coast Orchid Society. We meet here in Spring Hill, Florida, and we have a show like this about once a year. This is our first time at this venue, and we've got a lot more vendors than we usually do. So far, it's going great.
Great. And can you tell me about your society and where do you hold it at? How often are your meetings?
Sure. We meet at the place called the Kruger Enrichment Center. It's over on Route 19 and County Line Road, not far from here. We meet once a month, usually on the third Saturday of every month.
Oh.
And you can find out information about it by going to our website, which is www.naturecoastorchidsociety, all one word, .com. So all of the information is in there.
Good.
We're also a 501c3 organization, so we're a charitable organization. So all of our money that we pull in from shows and auctions and things all goes to our programs and our educational programs to teach people how to grow orchids and have them enjoy orchids.
Oh, that's good. And I also like it that it's on a Saturday.
Yes, we meet on a Saturday, usually around noon.
Okay.
So it's easy for people to get to. You don't have to leave work or something like that.
Right. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And you have speakers and also classes, on how to mount.
Yeah, we have speakers, and we usually try and do once or twice a year a class or a seminar where we mount orchids or repot orchids. This is a good time of year to do that.
Okay.
So, for example, our May meeting next month will be a repotting workshop.
Okay.
Bring an orchid and learn how to repot it.
Okay. And anyone's welcome to join.
Anyone's welcome to join. You're welcome to come to a meeting without being a member.
Okay.
And if you like it and you come after a couple of times, we hope that you'll join.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. And so I can see that there's a lot of vendors here today.
There are. We have 10 vendors today.
Okay, it's pretty packed. The parking area was pretty packed.
Good.
No, that is a good thing. And so you're going to be judging here today?
Yes, this is an AOS judged show. So we have certified American Orchid Society judges that are looking at specific plants that are particularly nice, and they run them through a judging process. They've already gone through our display here and put ribbons on each class of orchids.
Yes.
But now they'll pull some of those orchids and formally discuss them and judge them and see if they want to award an American Orchid Society award.
Ooh.
That's what I'm actually in the middle of doing, is pulling some of those plants for them.
Can we follow you?
Sure, you can follow along, and I'm going to go pull a plant right now if I can get it off the display.
This is the first time for us. Perfect. I'm really excited to see.
I'm going to sneak in here.
Okay.
You guys can go around the edge there and probably see me.
Okay. This is exciting. First time.
Okay, so I'm going to pull one of these guys if I can get it out.
Okay. I love the display. Wow.
We leave a little tag that says there was an orchid here before.
Okay.
It's been pulled for judgment.
And how long does it? Do you have it out?
This will probably take them an hour or an hour and a half.
Okay, that's a pretty big plant.
It's a pretty big plant. This is an interesting one. Just smell it.
Coconut.
If you
if I can get in there.
If you like coconut macaroons, this one will make your mouth water.
It does.
Really
With a little
nice.
bit of chocolate, put both of them together, we're set.
There you go.
We got an almond joy. That's a pretty big plant.
That's a very big plant.
Boy, the parents of that
Pretty
plant
heavy.
must be super happy.
Well, there are no parents on this one. This is
No,
not a
I
hybrid.
mean like the parent, the person.
Oh, yeah.
The parent must be
The parent.
super happy. He's the parent. Wow, that's a pretty big plant.
So we'll take that over and give it to the American Orchid Society judges.
Lots of luck.
Thank you.
So I guess we'll be bumping up to you, or are you going to pull another plant?
I have some other plants I'll have to pull, and once I take this into them,
okay,
I'll grab another one. I'll be back out here.
I'll wait for you.
Thanks.
By the way, I wanted to tell you, I really like how the displays, like how the selection of this color and the other color.
You like how the color flows?
Yes, I like
That's
it.
That's actually something we did as a second thought yesterday. Usually we try to do that with the color, but it makes it hard for the judges. Because when the judges go through, they want to look at a series of plants that are all the same kind of plant, not necessarily the same color. So this makes them have to do more work by going around. But I'm glad you like the way the color flows, because a lot of work went into figuring that out.
No, I like it. I like it. There's like a theme here, a theme there.
Yeah. Pinks and yellows and whites.
Yes. Different from other times that we've seen it. This is a different, and I like it. I like it.
Good. So we gotta find. It's gonna be a yellow. I'm looking for now.
A yellow. Well, I can sort out
a lot of
yellows here and yellows there.
Oh, the orchid thief.
That's why the blue beads.
Oh, yes.
We give blue beads to all the judges and all the people who are authorized to go into the display.
Okay.
So we know if somebody's in here who shouldn't be.
That's a beauty. Beautiful. Yes. Beautiful.
That's a Dendrobium Chanthaboon sunrise.
That is a sunrise for sure.
Very pretty.
It is. Very beautiful.
These are nice. They hang down like this. They naturally grow hanging like this. And they bloom off of nearly leafless canes in the springtime. You let them get cold in the winter.
Okay.
And they start blooming, and you don't water them for months.
Oh, okay.
Then they start blooming, and once they start blooming, then you start watering them and feeding them again, and they start producing new growth like this.
Okay.
So this will bloom next year.
Oh, okay. Does it smell?
Probably not. It might.
No. It's just a beautiful
No, it doesn't have
color.
much sense. It's a beautiful color.
I have a question. I see a ribbon, first place. So
yes.
Why are you taking it back?
So there's two ways that we judge orchids. The first is by ribbons. So we organize orchids by what we call classes. So all of the orchids that are this type of orchid will be together in a class.
Okay.
And we gave this one the first place ribbon in that class. That's just a ribbon. Now it's to be taken, and the American Orchid Society judges will look at the flowers, the shape of the flowers, the size of the flower. They'll compare it to previous records of this same kind. And if it's bigger and nicer than any previous one, they'll score it. And if the score is high enough, they'll award an American Orchid Society award.
And can I ask you, can you explain a little bit, how does someone become a judge for the AOS? You have to have a little bit of...
You have to have a lot of experience.
And knowledge and...
they are looking for judges, for people who want to be a judge.
Not for me,
And
but
there's
you
a
know.
whole education program that goes along
Okay.
that lasts, they've told me it's about 3 to 4 years right now.
Okay.
To go from an initiate to a student judge to an accredited judge.
Okay.
And I've seen some of the work that those judges have to do. By the time you become an accredited judge, you've basically got a PhD in orchids.
Almost, yeah. You said
Yeah.
like 4 years.
4
if not
years,
more.
you have to do a research project. There's a lot of stuff. So these guys are true horticultural experts.
Okay.
They're not just like people
It's not
like
like,
you and me, where if that's a
anyone-
beautiful color, I really
Yeah.
like it.
Oh, I think I'm gonna become a judge. No.
It takes a while, and then
It
there's a
takes-
commitment that once you become a judge, they expect you to go to judging events several
Exactly.
times a year and judge there.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't asking because I want to like.
Well, you might, or maybe one of your readers would like to do it.
Exactly. Maybe eventually. You never know. You never know. But
If you come to one of these shows, you can doubtless find an AOS judge who would be delighted to
I
initiate
might
you into the
nitpick
judging
the brain.
program. There you go.
All right. You have more to go, or?
Yeah, I think I have 3 or 4 more. Back
Okay, I'll just keep an
Take
eye
this
on
back
you.
and hang it.
Very well. Thank you.
I like your video.
Thanks so much.
Of all the shows I've ever been to, this is the first time I've actually seen you guys at it.
Oh, really?
Thank you.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys do a good job.
Thank
You
you.
don't-
Thank you. Guess who we have here? The wonderful world of Smiley Orchids. How are you? We're following you. We follow you. Follow us so we can follow her.
Hi.
She's the first booth. You walk in and boom, there's Smiley right there.
Very sweet of them.
That's really nice. Oh, in honor of Smiley, they gave her the first booth. Look at this cutie patootie. Let me see. Here we have the tag. Sorry, I let it go too I just love how she like glues it with a little, yeah. She puts a little, like me. Yes. No touchy. Look with your eyes and not with your hands. And get the tag and put it back.
Yes, did you want to buy a ticket for $1?
Oh, wow.
Tomorrow at 3.
This one says smell me. Sweet scent.
Yes, tomorrow at 3.
Oh, this one is Ceridea japonica. Oh no, I'm sorry. Ceridea japonica. I wonder, because Japon, you think?
I'm sure. We can
Anyone
find
out
out.
there?
She's right
Let us-
here. She
Oh,
can
yes.
tell us.
Is this because the first 5 letters, is it because of Japan?
Japonica? Yes,
Yes.
it's from Japan.
Oh, and it smells, let me tell you,
Yeah.
where are we at? It does smell.
Sederia japonica. Yeah.
Look at this. Smell me, sweet scent. Yes, it is.
Yes, japonica, very sweet.
Oh, it's beautiful, and the flowers are beautiful.
They're easy flower too.
Is it?
Yes,
Oh
they're
my. It's beautiful. I love it.
And the japonica is a samurai kind of bloom too.
Oh.
Samurai.
He's gonna bloom any moment.
Yes.
It's gonna
See the
bloom.
picture? Can you see the picture?
Oh, right
Is that
here.
the one on the top?
Oh no, I think this one is.
the
Oh,
one here.
here it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I can tell the little, the way that it's coming out there. Oh, how cute.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They got little
You got a falcata, right? Falcata.
yeah, the
From
Openation.
From her.
The Openation
Oh. Yes.
falcata. They sent to Vanda falcata, which is, we got so many falcata. So if you say Vanda falcata, we have Aradis falcata.
Oh,
So we can't say Vandas.
right,
You have to be
right.
Neo-Venetia falcata and Aradis falcata.
So you have to say the whole name.
Right, because if you put everything to be Vandas, you can't identify which falcata is.
Okay, okay.
These are ghost orchids.
Oh, I gotta put my glasses on. The Asian ghost orchid. You know what it looks like? Little thorns. You want 10 tickets for what? For what? For these? For the basket.
Look at this. So we have these in her video of species only, but now it's in bloom.
Dendrobium hancockii.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, that's
What do we have
beautiful.
here, Smiley?
She has a new one. Look, and even it says new.
Comenia comeniana sunlight.
Sunlight. Beautiful. Such a pretty yellow
Yes. It's like
with those little dots. Are those like a brown or a burgundy?
it's a
little-
burgundy.
Very
Yeah,
pretty.
very beautiful.
Beautiful.
The reason I get this plant because I search and I look up, and what I saw is here. Oops. I saw this is here, and I want to do this like this. 1 second. I want to do this. I want to do this.
Oh, wow.
I want to do this.
Look at that. Wow.
I got the big plants at home.
Oh, yes? That's a ball of fire right there.
Yeah, this one is a zygote.
Wow.
We have great spikes coming up on the zygote.
Flowers?
Is this a zygote?
I cannot say the name.
This one?
Zygonesia or zygote?
Oh, I think that this one is this one, right?
Yep.
Pisces.
Yeah.
Pisces. Pisces, the mini eye, Pisces.
Just unlike. Oh my gosh.
Looking for something called Dendrobium snowbells. Any guesses what color that one probably is?
Oh, I wonder if it's white. A Dendrobium snowbells. Let's see.
No, it's not that one. But it's going to look something.
Something like this? Maybe on that corner there. It wouldn't be this one. Oh, maybe here. Oh.
That guy up there.
That's a,
With the
yeah.
big white
Oh,
flowers?
yes.
It's going to be that one.
Oh, boy.
Not sure how I'm
That's
gonna get it out.
beautiful. That's beautiful, too.
It's going to be hard to get.
The judges have a lot of work now. There's some beautiful plants here.
There's some beautiful stuff.
Yes. This is beautiful. It is beautiful. I was saying again, they're going to have a hard time.
Wow, huh?
They're going to have a lot of,
Isn't that gorgeous?
yes, they're really going to have to talk about, who's going to
Pretty.
get this and who's going to get that prize. Because there's a lot of,
And there's a classic orchid flower for you. It has 3 sepals. See these little guys?
yes,
And 3 petals. 1, 2, 3. And one of the petals is a lip, forms a lip.
beautiful.
That's what makes it an orchid as opposed to a chrysanthemum or something.
It looks like a little hanky when it needs a little bit of ironing.
That's right. It's a little.
Yes, and then that
a little wrinkle.
green, that lime green inside is
That's
absolutely
it's a
beautiful.
beautiful color.
It is. They're going to really have to talk about who's going to be a winner of what ribbon because they've got they've got competition here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dendrobium snowbells.
Of course.
It is a cutie patootie as well.
He could be nominated.
Yes.
If it gets an American Orchid Society award, the person who owns this plant will get to add their name to the back, a name of their choice to the
Yes.
back.
Oh, that's
and that
nice.
forever that will appear in single quotes after snowbells. So it'll be Dendrobium snowbells, Merida or something like that.
Really?
And that will go with this plant forever.
And it's this plant or any plant that anybody might. This one
plant,
particular.
this one particular plant.
And if they
So
make
anything if they make clones of it or divide it so that they get genetically identical progeny, then the name goes along with that. So very cool.
Yes, it is.
Did anybody lose their phone?
This place is packed. Ooh, I just saw something. It almost looks like they put like wax on it, how shiny and beautiful it looks. Look at that green, that lime green path there. Wow. And right here we have Florida Orchid House. And she's quite busy. She's always quite busy. She's got beauties. I see some things that are catching my eye. Something smells really good here. This is a sample plant.
Oh my God. Isn't that a beauty, man? Wow. Wow. Oh my God.
This is the name. That's a very beautiful colors. These two colors complement each other very, very well.
You gotta talk about it.
Yes. Let me see if I can. Oh.
I'm gonna have some explaining to do.
This is very pretty. Here we have this is a beauty. Oh my God, look at this. You could see it in there if you zoom in. It has this little like peach fuzz right in there. See where my finger, my shadow?
Yeah.
Right there,
Yeah.
right there. And that bubble on the bottom, that's interesting. I would say bubble butt. This is just beautiful. Oh my God, and that one, that's a beauty.
What do we have back?
Look at this.
Any questions?
Hi, how are you? Oh my God,
Gotcha.
look at this.
Look at this. My miniature ones.
Multiflorals, very nice. Large size, yes.
Okay.
It's a rock hybrid.
We're gonna come around.
Good, good.
Those would need to be in,
Hi.
those would need to be in a fairly shady spot. So
Oh.
There he is. Well, say hello at least, you know.
and a shady, so shady,
Look at it. It's beautiful from the front.
We were eyeing this
Look at it from the back.
last weekend. And by the way, I'm sorry guys, but this video, you know how we edit the videos, we take time to do quality videos. So the last video of last weekend was in Port St. Lucie, the show where we saw them, all these vendors, and we eye this plant. And we talk about next weekend, but meaning this weekend. I don't know if I'm confusing you, but anyway, this plant we love. Vicky approved? Let's see the tag.
Boom.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh. It's going in.
And this is how tea is selling plants these days. Do we have some time to talk about this? We're buying this plant, by the way.
Gotcha. Sure.
Hey guys, and here we have tea again. And whenever we can, we squeeze that brain like to the max, okay? But we have to buy a plant every time we squeeze her brains.
No, you don't need
No,
to.
I
You
know.
don't have to.
I know.
We're
I'm
always
only
happy to
kidding.
have
I
you.
know. Anyway, this is a beautiful plant.
Yes, this is Pav Lady Isabel by Pav Rachardianum. So Lady Isabel, you can look at the tag here.
Lady Isabel is, if I'm not mistaken, it would be Stony Eye by Rostradianum. So this one is 75 Rostradianum and 25 Stony Eye, which if you look at the flowers, it takes after the Rostradianum a lot. This is a nice one, whereas the flowers are large. It's large size, very good size. This is the first bloom. This is the first bloom on this plant. It's already carrying 4 nice size flowers. This is a very nice one. It has really nice potential. So you can enter this, if you grow these guys large and nice, next year or the year after, there will be improvement in the flower count and hopefully a little bit on the size of the plants too, of the flowers too. You can enter it in and see if it get any awards. I would think this is a very nice one.
Nice.
Yes.
And I see.
And there's a new growth. There's a big, well, a good medium-sized new growth here, and then there's also a little tiny little new growth baby that just come out, a baby right there. So this is a healthy, nice-looking plant.
Awesome.
I hope you guys like it.
Yes.
Love it.
You know my next question. The care.
Yes.
What do we do when we go to home? In this, the plant is blooming. I know we shouldn't repot it now.
Yes. So these guys, the lady slipper, especially being 75% Rostradianum, this one can take a little bit of a brighter light. So medium filtered light, low to medium filtered light, to where you can see shadow, like a shadow, but just not a sharp shadow. And they would need to be fully saturated about once a week for now, but then in the summer where it gets really hot and dry, you would need to increase to about once every 5 days or twice a week, okay? And as the plant grow, at some point you would need to repot it. It should be good in this pot for another 1 or 2 years because there's a lot of room to grow. When you repot these guys, you look at the actual footage of the plant, not the leaf span. These always produce very large leaves that would reach out from the edge, but the footage is what you look at when you repot them, okay? You would repot under 2 scenarios. Scenario number 1 is when they grow out of the edge of the current pot, which might happen to this one right here in about 1 or 2 years. The second scenario is when the media start to degrade. Now we're having this one grow in bark, regular bark mix. So when these barks start to degrade, meaning if you can crush it, break it with your finger pressure, that should mean that the bark is getting pretty soft and ready to be repotted soon. All right? And then for this one, if it rains, of course, if you grow these guys outdoor in a fairly shady spot, like medium filter, if it get rain in the summer, you count the rain as the watering, okay?
Oh, okay.
And make sure they do dry out a little bit. Make sure they do dry out a little bit, but not to where the moss get crispy. That would be a little too dry. They should remain a little moist,
Okay, so let me ask you, in Florida, we're in Central Florida, but we have those days where it's rain and rain
Yes.
and rain and rain. What do? You bring them inside.
So you
put them in.
Yes, you can either bring them inside, or if we know we don't want to bring them inside, the best way would be when you repot these guys. If you want to, you can repot them now too. But what I was saying is do not go more than 4 inches for now. You can go to 5, but probably not more than 4 or 5 for now due to the current size of the footage of the plant. Make sure you use media that has very high, very good in drainage. That's what I would say. So they drain best, which would means like a mixture of bark and say perlite, charcoal, those kind of media.
Good.
And the larger the media, the more drainage, the better the water will be able to drain through. Yes.
Okay. Great.
But just keep in mind, even though in order to avoid rotting over the rainy summer, you do want to use a media that are good in drainage. But also, in order for the plant to grow nicely and fast, to grow nicely, you do want to have the media to be able to retain a little bit of moisture. So don't go overboard and putting like huge chunky pieces of media in. Go small, but look at the plant, see how they would react, right? If it feels like the plant needs a little more drainage, just increase the size a little bit. But we've had the most success with media starting the size of about, I want to say, about 3/4 of an inch, okay?
Okay. Excellent. Vicky has another plant in mind. on that if it's still there. So
Oh, and also,
we'll check back with you.
this is our business card. You probably have like a ton of these already. But if you have any question about growing any of our plants, you can take a picture, send it over to the phone number. That would be the best way to reach me, by phone number. And then I'm going to get back to you real quick. Calling is okay too, but a lot of the time I would not be able to answer right away because we're either in shows or like pulling plants in the greenhouse. So emailing or texting. Texting is the best though. And make sure to always include a picture.
Great. Thanks, T.
Thank you so much. You guys are always wonderful.
Thank you.
Too. So Vicky liked this Cochleanthus. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Cochleanthus.
Okay.
And she is. I'm gonna let her pick for a good plant. Oh, T is
So
here.
guys, this is an intermediate grower, okay?
Okay.
This is an intermediate grower. So here, like in this area, they have, so these can be grown here, but not anywhere south. Anywhere past Sarasota start to get a little too hot for them. So in this area or up north, you guys are perfect to go for these, and you can bloom them with no problem. These would need to be grown in a fairly shady spot to medium filtered light to where you can see shadow. Kind of like similar to lady slipper sunlight, okay? And they need to be fully saturated 1 to twice a week. These like to stay a little moist. You grow them very similar to the way that you would grow a zygopetalum. So they need to stay moist 1 to twice a week. When you touch the surface, it should feel like this. It's like there's a little bit of like a coolness towards it, okay?
Coolness.
Yeah. Feel it? Yeah?
Yeah.
The moss should never get crispy to the touch.
Okay.
Yes.
So next is pick the best plant.
When you pick these guys, you want to go with either more new growth or the largest growth. So I'm thinking, how is this one looking? It has 2 new growths, and then this one is a fairly large, nice growth too, with very good root. And then we can also see if we have any other ones. Oh, and they do not have any specific season in the year. They bloom whenever the new growths mature. So like this one right here, do you see the all flowers spike? Yes. So this would be the one that will produce flower spike for you. Now they do rebloom on the same bulb though, okay?
Okay.
So they're not just bloom once.
And when is blooming time?
They don't have any specific season. So this is an actual bloom. Do you see the actual bloom?
It's beautiful.
And that's the picture.
That is a beauty.
The color is very nice.
It is beautiful.
And you cannot see the darkness of that lip in the picture, but when you see it out in real life, it does look pretty nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a species? I'm sorry.
This is a species, yes. Yes.
We love species.
Yeah. So I think this is the nicest ones by far. And this is also a nice one that has grandparent, parents, babies. Like tiny little babies. So you have like about 3 different, and then another baby over there. So cousins.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
All right, we'll take that one.
That one?
Yep.
All right.
The one with a ton of cousins.
Yes. The family tree has been already done for us here.
So that's what you want to do too. When you're ready to divide your plant or start, doing any of them, you need to determine which growths produce which growth, so you would make the right cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would divide this as a cattleya?
Yeah, it's kind of similar. So like orchid in general, not even cattleya, dendrobium, oncidium, any of them. Orchids they're all connected at the rhizomes down below here. So when you divide them, you're basically making a cut in the rhizome. So you want to make sure that the spot that you make the split, they would have at least 3 or 4 growths or bulbs per division.
Oh.
So in order to make the cut nice, and in order to make sure that you have at least 3 and 3, you need to know which one is connected to which one to determine where to make the cut, right?
Okay.
So you have to take all the media out?
You don't need to.
No?
You will learn it by looking at it. So you will see that it kind of like So the new growths always grow on the side, kind of like in a perpendicular.
Okay.
Like kind of like perpendicular plane. Do you see it kind of like perpendicular?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's new growth come from this on the side of this one. So this give this. This also give this, right?
Okay.
And then from here we see there's another kind of like perpendicular, right? On the side of this. So this give this one. Similarly, this one over here give this tiny little baby right there.
Okay.
So that's how you know, okay, this one is connected to this and that, and so this one connected to this one, connected to that one. This one connected that little new growth there. So when you make the cut, it's either right there or right here.
Okay. So then you would end up with 3 plants.
Yes,
The
at least
mom,
3.
Well, the grandparent, the parents, and the baby.
The baby, yes. And over here, you would have the parent and the baby, which is only 2. So you need to grow this one for another year to make sure each of the sides would have 3.
But not yet. This is not ready to repot. Leave him here until a couple of years?
Until 1 or 2 years from now, because these are currently kind of like they're starting to overgrow the pot. So 1 or 2 years from now.
And when you cut, do you apply cinnamon? Is that a good idea?
Yes. So when you make the cut, you can apply cinnamon to the open wound. It would provide some protection towards, like a fungal infection, bacterial infection. But it's very important that when you make the cut, make sure your tools, like the scissor or the knife that you're using, is sanitized. So you're not just using it directly after cutting from another plant.
Right.
If the other plant happens to have any disease, it can transmit over to this plant easily. So that's what we want to avoid.
Okay.
So make sure to sanitize it and then make the cut.
Almost like in an operating room.
Yep. We're surgical techs, so we know about that.
Yes.
And guys,
Thank you so much
Book
for
of
listening.
knowledge.
and we'll go and pay now. Cha-ching.
Ching. This is our new baby.
Val tetraspis
All right,
Oh, yeah.
let's see.
species, and it's going to be down here with the Phalaenopsis.
Oh, this one. Is it this
Good
one?
spot.
I found it. It almost bit me.
That's a nice Val tetraspis.
It is.
This Phalaenopsis is a very interesting one because you notice on all of these, all the flowers are exactly the same.
Yes.
But on this one, Val tetraspis, this one isn't doing it, which is why I say it's interesting. But Val tetraspis sometimes has individual petals that are a different color than the rest of the flowers.
Oh.
Like the whole flower will be white except for one petal that'll be brown or green or purple or something like that. So it's interesting that this one is all, they're all the same. They're all the same.
That they all have, like maybe this one has just a little bit more than this one, but it's all
You're right. They're a little bit different. Everyone is a little bit different.
But
And that's
all the
typical
petals
of
have.
tetraspis.
Oh, okay. But all the petals have a little color.
Yep.
Oh, so it wants to be even
And,
more unique.
And this one is a unique kind because most Phalaenopsis like this,
Yes.
bloom like this, lasts for about 6 months, maybe 3 months to 6 months. Then they all fall off, and that's the end of it. But this kind keeps blooming from the end of the flower spike. It just keeps putting out more and more buds on the end. You see there's a little side one?
Yes.
So you never cut the flower spike off on this kind because it just keeps blooming and blooming and blooming forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And this will just keep going longer?
It'll get longer and longer. You can see where it's bloomed before. Each one of these is a place where a flower has been before.
And it will never have a flower here again?
No, but it looks like it's putting out a side spike down
I know.
here. This
Wants
looks
to be
like
a little
another
different,
spike.
right?
So it may grow to the side and start producing flowers out there.
So sequential.
It's a sequential. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting to know.
That's
See?
typical of this type of orchid. And this goes with it. And this is the last one.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much.
It's been so nice talking to you
It has
guys.
been a pleasure
Enjoy
for
the
us.
show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you guys here?
We're everywhere. You turn around and you're like, where is she at? Where is
We
she
have
at?
permission?
You guys are, yes, yeah, absolutely.
Bella, the one and only Bella.
Yes, Vicky's like.
We see you everywhere.
Yeah.
Ecuagenera.
Oh,
Oh, Okay.
Let's see. We gotta have it in video.
Yes.
You like it?
Very pretty. Let me put my glasses on to see them better.
I love the carnea. I killed my mother plant. That's why I look in search of it again.
That's a good price too.
Yeah. Oh, they give me deal. Shh, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. I'm a member. But this one too. I love this one.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah. The chopsticks.
Oh, we were just speaking to the president. He was explaining, and here it is, a prime example.
Yes.
That this one's all white,
Yeah.
and this one has two petals that decided to be red a little bit.
So yeah, the variegation is unstable. So it's random. You see these there? It might be plain solid red or plain white, but it's random. We love it. That's the feature.
It's almost having like a new flower or a new plant every time.
right,
that
or,
it blooms.
or different flower each.
Right, you're like, oh, I wonder what you're gonna come out with this time.
Yes,
Very nice.
that's what make it nice.
Nice, beautiful, beautiful, healthy looking plant.
Yes,
Very nice.
Also, this is it.
that's it for now.
For now, it's too early, right?
I just got here.
And there you go, 3 plants.
Yeah.
So it's a plant sandwich. So ceramic plant. Look at this Renee Marquez. I love this one. This is a Dendrobium Renee Marquez. A little science behind that.
Josh, Orchid Den. Ba-da-ba-boom. Right there. What do we have here today? What do we have here today?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I've got
like
some of the regulars.
I like the setup.
Thank you.
I like
you.
the setup.
Yeah, we have a decent sized booth setup.
You sure do.
At this show. Of course, we have all my pottery in the back.
I saw it. I admired it from over there.
I've got some new pots that I'm testing out. These are my speckled slip that I make myself. And these are the same slip cast pots, but with speckled slip instead of the terracotta. And then I put just a little bit of glazing on top. Great airflow.
I see.
Great. It's almost like a ceramic basket kind of feel to it. So
you can hang it also because you have the little holes here on either side.
Yep.
I like it. I like it. I love this baby blue.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you gonna make different colors?
Yes, I'll have this in 6 different colors.
So
like my regular pots, speckled pots that I sell online.
Spring, summer, fall, and winter.
Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple.
Like I said,
Yeah.
4 seasons. Yes. Yes, there you go.
That way you can color coordinate your flower with your pot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you were gonna show me something else. Ooh.
Yeah.
He's happy there.
Chilocista
Ooh.
viridiflava.
Yes, that's a happy baby.
So next we have my branch mounts, which have now, this is my version 2. They have a solid bottom on it.
Okay.
Which actually this fills up with water.
Okay.
It wicks water from the inside out, providing higher humidity levels, evaporative cooling in the summer, and it's going to help your roots attach. Mm-hmm.
And plants.
Plants. We have a lot of stuff. We have like a lot of cool things. We have aromatic things. We have the Hono Hono. Smell that one.
Let me smell. Oh yeah.
It's like raspberry bubble gum.
I took it all, so there's nothing left for anyone.
These guys here, also not as fragrant as the anosmums, but they just had that really, really nice big flower with those solid red in the lip and a little bit of veining, all in section of Dendrobium of Dendrobium.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Some great little miniature Maxillaria variabilis.
That's so pretty and delicate.
Variety unipunctata. You can see the flowers there.
Really cute.
Yep. Really happy with these guys. These guys are actually starting almost on their second blooming of the year. Miniature Grammatophyllum scriptum leopards. They don't get over 10 inches tall. So this is pretty maxed out for this plant compared to like the 3 foot tall normal variety of Grammatophyllum.
And can this plant go in the house?
Absolutely. Yep. You can grow it inside the house. I always tell everybody plants will grow better outside. But you can definitely grow these inside the house, just like almost like a lateral move from oncidiums. And so you can grow a lot of oncidium inside. They don't need bright light. So, but I would definitely grow these outside, but you can grow these inside. Just remember, inside culture is completely different than outside culture, especially with the watering part, because you're not getting that evaporation like you are outside. You're not getting that diurnal range and everything as well. So inside culture is much different than outside culture.
So I would say leave the baby outside.
Bring it in when it's flowering. Put it outside.
Admire it and then go back out.
Yep. Put it outside to grow.
All right. Let's see
got
what else.
Some other
That's
dendrobium section
beautiful.
dendrobiums. That's got a lot of unicum in it. I think that's probably 75% unicum. And notice that those flowers don't supinate.
Yeah.
You know, they're usually turned like that, right?
Yes.
So unicum is one of those flowers that does not supinate correctly.
Can you explain to me what a unicum is?
Unicum, Dendrobium unicum is a species. It's an orange species, and it's very similar to this flower, but it's almost, the cochleata, Prosticea cochleata, it's a little bit more like octopus looking. These have a little...
Oops. All is well.
Oh, my head. But yeah, Dendrobium unicum has a little bit more narrow petals and sepals on it, but that's why this hybrid does not supinate, because unicum stays like this as well.
And is this still called the lip? So the lip is up on the
Correct.
top instead of on the bottom.
Correct. Yep.
Oh, look at
It's just an upside down flower.
peach fuzz.
Peach fuzz. That is Paphiopedilum delenatii, and that's a natural occurring species from Vietnam.
Oh. And it's
Super
fuzzy here.
Super fuzzy
here,
flowers.
and there.
Yep. And I get asked a lot about the lip if they're carnivorous,
Okay.
but they are not carnivorous. It's just a scheme for the pollinators to fly inside, but then they can't get out. So they have to crawl out the back, and that's where along the back of this is more like the anther cap cover. The pollen is located behind here, so when the bugs crawl out, the bugs pollinate the flower.
So behind where the yellow, it's on the other side.
Yep, just on the other side.
Yes. Oh.
You can kind of see it.
Behind the little
That
ear.
ear.
I see it.
Behind
I
the
see
ear.
it. Yeah.
So that's where the bugs or, small gnats, small flies will crawl out and pollinate the flower that way.
So if the pollen goes on them, but they go to a different plant altogether, nothing happens.
Or because the stigmatic surface is right there next to the pollen, even as the fly or gnat is coming out, it'll attach to it, but it'll also get pollinated on the stigmatic surface right
On
alongside
itself.
of it. On itself,
Okay.
yeah. Yep. Or on another flower as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
I've got some of the spatulata section dendrobiums, also known as the antelopes.
Beautiful.
This is more of a lateral, like a horizontal spread and not like a complete up and down spread of the petals there. This is a primary hybrid of Coronii, which is really, really called a tea tree orchid, but it's a really, really not even like a cane. It's more like a pseudobulb, a short pseudobulb dendrobium from Australia, and Marbellianum.
Beautiful. Look at this beauty here.
I love Rene Marquez.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
Epicat,
beautiful.
Rene Marquez.
The 3 colors
Yes.
are beautiful. Actually, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lime green, the pink,
That
the
fuchsia,
white, the
yeah.
fuchsia, yeah. And that yellow is like, wow.
And that's where the Tyler comes in. The Tyler has more of a yellow. There's another cultivar that has a little bit more orange in the lip as well. But
beautiful.
Such a cool plant, such a great flower. It really, one of the parents of that is epidendrum, pseudoepidendrum, and that's where it gets a lot of that coloring from.
That's beautiful. I'm talking about that yellow is spectacular.
Yep. And another thing with these is don't cut the spikes on these when they're done flowering. You can see out of here how it's had previous flowerings.
Yes.
And then it'll put off a side shoot out of the different nodes with other flowers as well.
And I see here, are those gonna open up like these?
No, that's part of the inflorescence or the flower spike. So that's why I say don't cut them, because it can put out flowers in between where all of these little sheaths are.
You know, I love gathering knowledge from all the vendors, the growers, the professionals in the society meetings, the nurseries, in pamphlets that I got pamphlets from back here, like tons of information.
We got pamphlets for everybody.
Yes, pamphlets.
It doesn't
galore.
matter if you're a beginner, an intermediate, a professional grower. We can always learn a little bit. And it's like, every time you read something, something else pops out to you. So, culture, which consists of light, temperature, watering, tips and tricks. That's why I'm big on education.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for you guys for help spreading that knowledge, because if we can shorten that learning curve, then everybody's going to have bigger plants, better flowers, maybe more AOS awards, and stuff like that. So
and more people joining societies, and more people going to the shows and the nurseries, because you need more younger.
Absolutely.
And we're
the next generation.
Exactly, because you want this to continue, you know. And it's important because from the growers, you're continuing to keep the plant alive.
Right.
And they don't go extinct.
Exactly.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Because there's a lot of things that humans do that stop the growth from things between plants and animals.
Yeah.
So the growers that are professionals know how to continue them like thriving and growing. We're not going to be here maybe in 100 years, and the plant might be still not that same plant, but the parent, the kids, the grandkids, they will be here.
And that's really important in the conservation aspect of growing orchids with the species, but also like with younger growers like me and other Florida vendors as well that are younger, to providing the next generation of hybrids and education and stuff like that. So it's very, very important.
So I was going to throw in my little grain of, because we mentioned AOS, and we know that you have 2 plants picked.
So for judging. So we'll see if they get, sometimes they'll pull them and then they'll pass on them. Sometimes they pull them and you get awards. So, you have two award categories really. One's for flowers and one's for cultivated plants, meaning that you've grown that plant very well. So there's 2 different. So I always recommend, hey man, come to the orchid shows and pick the judges' brains, because they love educating as well. And that's a whole other aspect of the orchid world that's a little bit more behind the scenes. because a lot of judging is done in private and everything, but you can learn so much from any of your American Orchid Society judges. What are they looking for in a flower? What are they looking for in a plant? Why did they pull this plant? Why didn't they pull this other plant? You know, this got a third place ribbon and got pulled. This one got a first place ribbon and didn't get pulled. So there's a lot of different stuff they're looking at, and it's really interesting, especially when you get nerdy and geeky and scientific like some of us like to do.
And to just piggyback really quick, so if you join a society and they have a show like this, and you have a plant that you say, oh, I think I'm going to put it for, to see what happens. You never know. Maybe you win.
Absolutely.
And then you can put an extra name to that plant.
There you go. Yeah. And if you get an award, you get to put a cultivar name. Say it's Oncidium Sherry Baby, and you get an award on it, say a cultivar award or a flower award. You get to put a clonal name in single parentheses with an award of merit or a FCC or a CCE. Just really depends what they pull it for.
Yeah, and it makes you proud.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when would we know whether your plant
Yes, oh my gosh.
got awarded?
Probably later today. I think they're still judging on some. I think I do know I got one of them awarded so far because they've taken photos of it.
Oh my gosh.
So happy dance.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
happy
like
dance.
always.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we'll take a Renner Markets.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go support, like, comment, and don't forget to share.
Yes.
Share with your friends. Share on your Facebook page. Share links on your Instagram.
Sharing is caring.
And we're really trying to just share the knowledge.
Exactly.
And that's one of the main key features. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for sharing all the education and all the knowledge as well.
You're giving free advice.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come by. We'll see you at Vero Beach.
Yes. Don't forget, next show, the next show, the next show.